Shit. Fucking world's falling down around us.
It was one light. Watch Dogs 2 is out right now if you're somehow short on city-based open-world games with a lot of shooting and driving involved.
You do that again. That was very gay. I was like, "Ooh, it's out now, is it? Oh wow!" Yes, the game arrived on sale on PS4 and Xbox One on the 15th of November, but PC gamers are going to have to wait until November the 29th.
But Watch Dogs 1 was a pile of wank, so why should you give a shit about the sequel?
Pile of wank, that sounds pretty bad, doesn't it? Well, it looks like Watch Dogs 2 is a pretty good game, it seems.
Oh, fucking no. There's a thing, I think it's Family Guy, where they say the name of the movie in a movie, and he goes, he said it.
Well, looks like Watch Dogs 2 is a pretty good game, it seems, with reviewers even saying that this is exactly what the original should have been. So what exactly is different? Well, it's fun, which is important.
IGN said in its review that the game is looking like a significant improvement over the original.
GameSpot says the game is irresistibly fun and praised Ubisoft for aiming towards more of a irreverent atmosphere like Grand Theft Auto.
Eurogamer said the game leads the field in closing the thematic gap between our world and the open world.
The Telegraph said the game feels like it's making a statement and you want to spend tens of hours wandering the city.
And The Verge says Watch Dogs 2 is exactly what the original game should have been, and it turns hacking from just another weapon, as it was in Watch Dogs 1, and makes it into something much more important and fun.
So Watch Dogs 2 looks like a decidedly lighter and more vibrant version of the original, which is a deliberate attempt by Ubisoft to lighten the tone and make things a lot nicer, considering the first one was so drab and boring and serious. Protagonist Aiden Pierce was... Aiden Pierce. Was pierced.
It's like his punk stage name. Aiden Pierced.
Protagonist Aiden Pierce was universally disliked, even with his iconic baseball cap. He was just a boring arsehole, the worst kind of arsehole, and he even lacked any charisma whatsoever. The story was quite drab and depressing, and the setting didn't scream fun. Fun!
The actual gameplay was alright, but the whole hacking mechanic, which the game was so heavily marketed on, just served as a fairly basic tool in the end. The level of interaction with the city and the characters just was not as good as promised. There was also the whole downgrade thing that upset consumers who were looking forward to a true next level, next gen graphical and gameplay revolution. What they got was an okay open world game with okay graphics. So Watch Dogs 2 looks like it's trying its damnedest to make good on the promise of the original, finally. And Ubisoft clearly want to make Watch Dogs into its own proper franchise.
This is just like a replacement for Assassin's Creed, basically.
Yeah, well...
Oh, we stopped Assassin's Creed for you, but have our futuristic version where you don't climb, you just hack into stuff instead.
Yeah.
Everyone knows it. Urgh.
In fact, if you ask us when you... These words. What was I thinking?
Too many words, man.
In fact, if you ask us when Assassin's Creed finally... Voiceover. In fact, if you ask us when Assassin's Creed inevitably makes a return next year, we're willing to bet Watch Dogs 3 will follow the year after, and the games will be released on an alternating annual cycle. Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed. Watch Dogs, then Assassin's Creed. Now that's a definite improvement on the Assassin's Creed every single year cycle we had before that strategy was canned for 2016.
One thing to note though, while Watch Dogs 2 does look like a pretty good comeback... Excuse me.
Wow, that was. We're professionals.
One thing to know.
Do you mind if I just do this while you do it?
Step out the room. Whoo!
Start seeing like green fumes, guys.
One thing to note though, while Watch Dogs 2 looks like a strong comeback to the series, it is suffering a pretty big setback in its online component. The game's seamless multiplayer feature has caused major problems for the game's performance. So much so that Ubisoft have disabled the thing entirely until they can sort it out. Anyone trying to access seamless multiplayer, genuinely that's what it's actually called and it doesn't f***ing work, is given a notification saying the feature causes the game to lag and crash periodically. This feature will be offline until it's fixed, and as of filming this video, it still is offline. So bear that in mind if you're thinking about picking this game up.
So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Are you going to be picking up Watch Dogs 2? Have you picked it up already? If so, let us know what you think about it down in the comments, and remember to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. See you around.